So it's been a while since I've tested Tesla's full self-driving system. It's been significantly updated since the last time I tested it. And there are 4 things that come with full self-driving. Also, full self-driving currently costs $8,000. And I'm going to explain why it's actually becoming more and more of a reality that is worthwhile. So it comes with 4 things: Dumd Summon, Smart Summon, Self-Park, and full self-driving. So I'm going to show you what all of those currently do and what that looks like. We're going to start with Dumd Summon. So we'll stand in the shade here because temperature today I think is 140 here in Phoenix. So we're going to go into the Tesla app, and then if we go to Summon, you can see we're here in IKEA. So when you pull this up, it gives you a remote look at the cameras all around the vehicle. So it doesn't matter if I'm standing here, if I'm standing away from the car. And it gives you these controls that say forward and backward. So in this case, we're going to move it forward so the car comes alive. And I'm just holding it. And you can see it creeping forward. And you might want to ask yourself, well, why would I use this? The reason you would use this is if you're trying to get it into a tight parking spot, or if someone parks you in and it's really tight and you can't get into your vehicle. So I'll let go. And then the car stops itself. And then you can also go in reverse here. Oops, that's forward. You can also go in reverse. It shifts into reverse, and you can back the car up. And it shows me the reverse camera right here. So I can see exactly what's going on. So if a little duck comes behind the vehicle, oh, don't hit the duck. It stops the car. So that is called Dumd Summon. Smart Summon is smarter. So let's see. We'll take a walk. We'll go up to the front of the store and let the car come to us. Regardless if you are driving the vehicle or if the vehicle is driving itself, you're going to probably want some rim protection. And that's why I've installed these rim guards from Vion. They don't cost a lot. They're very easy to install. And my code will give you free shipping and 10% off. So that's something you should put on your vehicle. If you're prone to curbing your wheels, it doesn't even look like it's on there. And the install is really easy. So another thing that, who knows, if we hit a curb today, that could be very useful. So what I like about this wheel cover is you have this foam layer here that's easy to apply that gives you protection around the edge so it doesn't scratch. And then when you snap it onto your wheel, you just line up where the valve stem is and it blends in perfectly like it's not even there. So whether you, your wife, or FSD curbs it, you will have protection. This will take the hit and your wheel will not. So head on over to vion.parts and then code Gjeebs will give you a discount and free shipping on this. Both this and the sunshade are 2 very popular accessories and needed on the Model 3 and Y, so check them out. We just used our energy to put our cart away. Also, the carts at IKEA, 4-wheel steering. It's very awkward. All right, so as you can see within the app here, there is a circle. So as long as you're within that circle, it's about a 250-foot radius, you're able to use Summon. You can see right here it says 170 feet away. So we're going to click Go to Target, and the car is backing itself out right now. This is an active parking lot. Stop due to public or high-speed road. Cannot use. Okay. This is Summon has been, well, it looks like we've had an issue. We have to go. And see, I'm not trying to do anything out of the ordinary, but now let's see if it works now. Just beeping at the car. Sorry, it's I'll fix it. Sorry about that.
What is that going on?
Yeah, we were testing the Smart Summon feature, and I'm not sure what happened. So.
It moves by itself, right?
Yeah, it moves by itself. So we're testing it out. So sorry about that.
He's like, I want you to hit me
So that guy wanted my car to hit him so I could pay him. But what he would hate to find out is the Gjeebs organization, we give our money back to the shareholders. So anyways, let's go to a different parking space. First off, I don't want to be inconveniencing people. So we're going to go to the front of Texas Roadhouse. I don't think it's open, so the hogs aren't there yet. So we'll go over there. Okay, so we're going to try it at this parking lot at Texas Roadhouse. Again, I'm not trying to make it look bad. I know the Tesla aficionados will say that I set that up. It just, for some reason, we checked the dash cam footage. It just stopped and wouldn't go any further. So we're going to demonstrate it here. I also don't want to inconvenience everyone, but just that's a reality check. Like, if you're sitting at the front of the store, this technology is new to you, and then you hit it and it's blocking traffic, that's going to piss you off. And especially when it costs that much. Now, this isn't the feature that everyone gets it for. Everyone wants to be driven, but I'm just showing you these other, the second pillar of full self-driving. So let's open this thing up again. Summon. Connecting. Go to target. Car's blinking. I have it set to hold this button in for it to work. So, preparing. Cannot find a clear path to me. There could not be a more clear path to me. What do you mean? Summon failed. Tell you what, this is not what I wanted to present to the Gjeebs organization. What's going on here? Okay. Car is moving. There we go. Stocks are up, baby. Do not curb those wheels. And let's see, maybe it's pouring down rain outside. Maybe there's a dust storm. The other night I actually came here to Texas Roadhouse during the dust storm. And I could have used this feature. But this is impressive. You can get a Tesla for $42,000, pay another $8 for full self-driving, or just subscribe to the $99 a month. A little rough on the braking, but there's no one in the car. So that is Smart Summon. Honestly, it acted a little dumb today, so I kind of feel bad for Dumd Summon because that worked perfectly. Now I'm going to show you what the parking is like, and then we will do full self-driving. Let's get in. Now I'm going to show you the self-park feature. It only works when you're going 8 miles per hour or less. So if you go like 10, it's not going to work because 10 is greater than 8. But we have a spot right here in between two vehicles. You can see they're highlighting. There. So I chose that spot and I'll hit start. And now the car is going to park itself. And currently it only backs you into spaces, but I'm sure it's going to be updated at some point to pull you in forward as well. But this is what that looks like. Again, I'm not touching the wheel. You have your cameras all around you, and it says press brake to cancel. So if you think it's going to make a mistake or it's making you uncomfortable, just hit the brake, and it'll stop doing that. But again, you can use full self-driving to get you somewhere, and then the car will actually park itself. Auto park complete. So that is a cool feature. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you is not a full self-driving feature. All Teslas have this, but see, it says tap to activate drive. So I'm just going to tap the brake pedal, and now you can see we are going forward. So it's going to drive us forward. So that's a cool thing. So technically, you don't even, these don't have shift stocks, but technically you could just drive it without touching anything because of its vision system. So that's really cool. So now we are going to do full self-driving. So we are going to go to the Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport. We're just going to go to Terminal 4. And then we're going to press and hold. So tap brake to confirm. And now the car is in full self-driving. And really where the full self-driving is kind of clunky, but again, it does it, is parking lots. Like, we're in a parking lot with no one in it, and I would prefer to do this driving just because I can do it quicker. Not that I'm speeding, but I would just, this is a little awkward. But I'm just showing you what it can do right now. The other thing I want to note to you guys is phantom braking has been something that is plagued Teslas for a while. I drove this thing about 6,000 miles this year across the country, and I did not have one single phantom braking incident. Not one. I had a few times where FSD messed up, missed an exit, or I thought it was going to hit some cones in a construction zone, but it did not phantom brake, and that's a big deal to people. The other thing is you can interact with it. So there's a car coming, so I'm not going to do this, but I can hit the gas, and it stays in full self-driving. Like, if I want it to be a little bit more aggressive, it can do that, or if you want it to change lanes and you turn the turn signal on, it can do that. So Here we go. Let's see what mode we're in. We're in standard mode as well, so we'll leave it at that. I don't want to put it in hurry. Hurry mode seems to sleep in the left lane, but after you tell it to get over, I think it seems to learn that you don't want to just be camping in the left lane. See, this all to me is just very good. Now, it will stop perfectly at a stop sign, but you can coach it along here. I guess we'll turn on the full visualization there. So you can see on the screen here, we have the full visualization of what's ahead of us. There we go. And I think they're actually going to be editing this with Unreal Engine to make it more beautiful and more lifelike. So there'll be more details in what you're seeing. So this is, which I don't really care about. I just want the technology to work. Merging onto the highway. So 9 minutes left in this trip, heading to Terminal 4. I'm not sure if it's going to take us to, I don't know where it's going to take us. Is it going to take us to arrivals, departures? Who knows? But that's why we test, folks. This is why the good folks at the Gjeebs organization wake up every morning. Very natural merging. And the other thing I'll say is, like, this is full self-driving supervised. You're not supposed to be sitting in the back seat eating lunch. It's not there yet. And I'm happy that they're taking steps to go through the regulations and not run it through and then someone gets hurt. So I don't have a problem with it taking a long time. I just want it to be great when it comes out, because people are dumb. And they will do dumb things. And if the software's not ready, that's when someone will get hurt. But this feels good. I want to increase my speed a little bit, so it'll do that. The other thing I found out is on full self-driving, for whatever reason, it kind of has issues going the speed you set it to. So if you hit the throttle a little bit, it'll actually get up to your speed and hold, but then it always seems to kind of fade off of the speed. Like I said earlier, if I tap the turn signal to the right lane, it's going to cancel, isn't it? There you go. It gets over into the right lane for you. So you can kind of work with it, which I also think is cool. It's not so rigid. It uses neural nets? Neural nets. Someone said that to me once. I don't know what that means, you know? So I just kind of show you what it is. It doesn't matter what nets we're using. There he is, King of Tulsa. How about that? Usually that's on my road trips. The King of Tulsa. A lot of people called him the king. I'm the king. Whoa, buddy. Jeez. How about the guy earlier in the video? He wanted the car to crash into him so he could get paid. It's nice of him, huh? Isn't that nice? All right, so it got this exit, which it has missed in the past, so that was good. Now, this is a situation where I think it could miss the exit. We are in the far left lane. It needs to be in the center or right lane to make the exit for the airport. So I'm curious to see. I'm not going to touch anything. I'm not going to coach it. I'm just going to see what it does. Okay, perfect. So it made that exit perfectly. Again, it was a little late. It's just sometimes seems to wait, but overall, made the exit, no problem. Another thing you may be wondering about is this right here. So if I pull my phone out and start texting, if I do that enough, and it's not that much, it will kick me out of full self-driving because you're not using the software how you should. So what happens if you close this? So I'm gonna cover that up, and then if you look on the screen here, it should come up with some kind of warning saying that it can't monitor me. There we go. Cabin camera blocked or blinded, limited or unavailable. Okay. Cabin camera covered. Okay, so that's what happens. Oh my goodness. Well, we got kicked out of that. Yeah, so that's what happens. If you cover that up, it kicks you out of full self-driving. The good thing is it doesn't penalize you, because that would stink. So if you cover that up, you can't just sit here and text the whole time, but that's what it does. So it is taking us to arrivals, which is interesting. And again, I don't know how the car could possibly know where to go there, but yeah, so it's taking us to arrivals. And again, a lot of people get uncomfortable coming to the airport, driving in traffic, and that is where this is really appealing. And you can add this, you can get a used Tesla for $20,000 and add the full self-driving software to it. Now it's completely lost and doesn't really know where to go. I mean, going to the airport is not is a weird place to go because there's no, like, here's the entrance. There's tons of entrances. But just wanted to show you guys the reality of what this can do. It's fascinating software. They are far ahead of anyone in the United States for full self-driving software. And I feel like this is the easiest to use. So, people argue about LiDAR and radar and vision only. And I don't know what the answer is, but this is working very nicely and still has some work to do. So I hope that was helpful to you to see if first of all, if you're going to buy a Tesla for full self-driving, if that's worth it to you. And then secondly, to expand on features of your vehicle. And keep in mind, if you have a Tesla, you can subscribe to this for $99 a month and then cancel the subscription. I think it's absolutely worth testing out for a road trip or something like that. On my road trip, when you'd enter a city center, it's nice because it takes all the exits and does it for you, and you don't have to do that much thinking. You just have to pay attention ahead. Now, if you have a Tesla and you're trying to figure out what accessories that you want to get, click this video right here. I've done a full update on all of the accessories for the Model Y. These are quality and well priced, so I think you'll enjoy this video. Also, shout out Waymo right there. Little Waymo action going on. And hey, it's a competitive world out there.